Okay, hi everybody, and welcome to God of War, Snatcher Edition. 1998 version of God of War. 1988, I'm sorry. Evening, Golf, good to see you. Good to see Palma here too. Congrats to Palma for finishing all of his tests like a good boy. Sega CD, fuck yeah! Okay, so last time, just a tiny recap, last time we finally found, first of all we started Act 3, and we found the Snatcher's hideout place, their little Kremlin. Oh, exactly 11 hours, cool. And now we're gonna go in and kick some ass. Basically we gotta go in, kick ass, save Jamie, or wife, which we're separated from, find out the truth about our past, and make sure we end the Snatcher menace. Okay, so I remember last time I looked at everything. Now it's time to go inside.
All right, now opening the door.
What's wrong? Won't open?
I've scanned it, and it's not locked. It is probably rusted into place.
Not surprising. After all, our friends always go in and out through the basement.
Yeah, that's true.
Let's push it together.
All right.
Aw.
1, 2,
Cooperation.
3.
That's so nice.
That got it.
Metal Gear refers to the actual Metal Gear from the Metal Gear series, Palma. But a small fact that I like to point out each time is that it was 20 years until the tiny little Metal Gear and Metal Gear Solid 4 appeared, so it's only 20 years after. But here it's definitely a reference to the Metal Gear series, because even when we get the little robot helper and Harry tells us that his name is Metal Gear, he says, yeah, well, I named him after the Metal Gear menace of the early 20th century, but this guy's harmless. Okay, so what's this? It would appear to be some kind of chapel for the Snatchers. You're telling me those things pray? To whom? No doubt to the creator. That portrait on the wall is probably a representation of him. It's probably a portrait of me. Is this MGS canon? No, I don't think so. What? Who is it? Oh, it's probably the third guy. Like the guy from the third tank or something. From the third cryogenic pod. This is MGS canon? I don't think so. I think this game just has a lot of Easter eggs and references. I think it's just Kojima being silly and not canon. But yeah, I don't know. I guess you can ask some forums or something to be sure. This person is no doubt the one the Snatchers worship as their creator. This guy, isn't that random? Is it? Does it look like him? One moment, I'll compare the picture with my data on random. Is it? While the facial bone structure of the individual in the portrait is nearly identical to that of random, a positive identification is impossible, as the picture is not a photograph. Interesting. I guess the face looks a bit like him, but the hair and the clothing throw me off. That just looks too much like him to be a coincidence. But why would he be their creator? Why would they like worship him and then not recognize him when they attacked him? Unless he didn't actually blow himself. Nah, he has to have blown himself up, right? I mean, that explosion, nothing could have survived that, I think. We shouldn't have. Now that you mention it, the person in the portrait does look like Random Hachil. These are the chairs for worshippers in the chapel, no doubt. Everything is nice and orderly. It's as if the pre-collapse Soviet Union has been recreated here. Oh, hey Vats, did you finish your tests too? Tests and exams? We should read the name written under the picture? Oh, maybe I should, if I can. I can't. Maybe if I'll investigate it though. Wait, let's listen first. Pretty quiet. So they already left for the summit? Something is written on the painting. The creator, Modnar. Yeah, the Chinchuo, or I don't remember, someone, the Snatcher that had Jamie said something about Modnar. It was just such a weird name, I couldn't... Modnar is random backwards. Okay, I figured it out. I figured out the code. Modnar is random backwards, huh? So is it him? How does it work though? Did he lose his memory too? And become a bounty hunter? How does that work? So this is Professor Modnar? The one the Snatcher was talking about, eh? It appears to be a portrait of that person. Very interesting. There are a number of scratches on the surface. They were almost certainly caused by the Snatchers. It's all very organized, almost inhumanly so. There's another room farther back. Before I do that... Not picking up any large movement signals. Okay, that's good. I guess we'll just keep going. Now moving into the back room. How's the game? It's amazing, Bats. Amazing. Like, easily top 10. It's really, really good. Amazing story, great characters, decent music, good graphics for its time. It's funny. You want to play it eventually? Oh, I see. Well, it's definitely worth it. Definitely worth playing Backcountry. Now moving to the back room. The one in Eternal Darkness? No, I don't think I did, Gagolf. Where was the reverse name in Eternal Darkness? Snatchers! Look at him all. That's adorable, Bats. I'm not picking up any energy readings. They are all deactivated in some kind of suspension mode. So this is their warehouse, eh? There must be a few hundred of them here. They continue all the way back. Still, this doesn't look like a factory to me. Interesting. These are endostructures which have yet to have the artificial skin installed. The bone sizing devices and skull slits are all still set to the smallest sizes. So their victims haven't been chosen yet. They're all just waiting their turn. Yeah, Roivus. Oh! Nice one, Gagolf. I did not notice that. The Roivus family. Good catch. Gotta say good catch. And they are the saviors. I really wish there would be a sequel to Eternal Darkness, or at least a remake. I'm playing so many games that need a remake. It's amazing. The one enemy in Eternal Darkness called Togath. Nice one. Okay, area. Seems to be a number of containers stacked up in the back of the room. You know what? I'm gonna save just in case they all jump at me suddenly. None of these Snatchers appear damaged. All they need is their energy packs. Well, I didn't know they have energy packs. That's another fucking weakness. If we get rid of their energy packs or disable them somehow. Why don't people use EMPs or something? I don't know. Maybe because the society is so like based on technology. They couldn't work without with that being disabled. Anyway, all they need is their energy packs. The gender units have yet to be installed, however. So no robo-sex. I do not see any tools or equipment for maintaining anything in the area. This room would appear to be just a storage area. Yeah, Bats. Yeah. I know there was a lot of uproar when there was suddenly a counter. There was suddenly a countdown on the World Ends With You website. But it was just for the iOS version, not for a sequel, so people were pretty upset. Reasonably so. I don't know, I think a sequel, if there will be a sequel and they will learn from the mistakes and stuff from the first game, it could be an amazing game. But there was a lot of stuff in the first game that withheld it from being really amazing, I think. Okay, container. Some kind of label here. 23rd Siberian Investigative Force. Isn't that the same force that found... Yeah, it's the same force that found Gillian and Jamie. It appeared that these Snatchers were brought to Neokobe from the Siberian Neutral Zone. It seems that the investigative forces have been responsible for shipping the Snatchers. In other words, the investigative forces have been snatched, just like when they found us. I see. So the Siberian investigation forces bring the Snatchers out of Siberia and into storage here. I think you're right, Metal. And then the Snatchers just wait here in storage to be reactivated and adjusted after their victims are selected. A rather efficient system. I wonder whether the actual snatching takes place. The back part of this room may hold the answer to that question. Not done yet. Not picking up any large movements. Right, okay, let's keep going then. Are you ready, Gillian? Now heading for the room farther back. What are we gonna find here? It's odd that it's so quiet and unguarded. Maybe it's a trap. Whoa, what the? Oh, it's the skin probably. I'm assuming. Maybe they're the new version of the artificial skin? The Snatcher's culturing room. The mechanism is operating. You know, this part could have been like really creepy shit. Like really Resident Evil type creepy shit if it was done with modern graphics. Gillian, there are Snatchers with their artificial skin already installed here.
This is where they fuse the artificial skin onto the Snatcher's endostructure. First, they adjust the size of the still skinless Snatcher to the size of the individual who is to be snatched. The Snatcher's overall shape and size can be adjusted by expansion or contraction of sizing rods. Their sex is controlled by gender units, which are installed at this point. Then, the face is modified to match the intended victim by adjusting the size of the upper and lower jaw, cheekbones, temporal bones, and tooth alignment.
Just like Gibson said, that means there are limits to the size of the people that they can snatch.
That's right. The limits of the mechanism mean that they can't snatch children, the elderly, or people who are very tall or heavy. And this is where the artificial muscle's attached.
Damn.
Is it organic?
No. It appears to be coated with a type of plastic gel capable of mechanical response. Like human muscles, it creates mechanical energy through chemical reactions. And this is where the artificial skin is attached. In order to prevent the synthetic cells, developed using biotechnological protein design techniques, from rejecting the inorganic material below, they attach it gradually over a number of days.
And this is the stuff that gets cancer if they stay out in the sun too long.
Finally, they attach body and scalp hair. The process involves transplant of synthetic hair follicles as well, so the hair will grow back if it's lost.
What about scars or birthmarks?
It would appear that they make those adjustments at this point in the process, as they would for wrinkles to simulate age.
You know, but this means if these are all in progress, that means that any moment now, one of them can wake up and attack us, no? What's that beeping? Computer terminal installed on each preservation cylinder. I don't know, Palma. It could be good. They're saying they're trying to take it in a new direction. It could be really good. If they find the right balance between you and old, it could be really good, I think. We'll just have to wait and see. Yeah, it does look a bit Amnesia: The Dark Descent. I'll agree with that. But I'm willing to give, not that I'm such a Resident Evil fan, but I'm willing to give them the benefit of the doubt on that one. Oh, I finished investigating, right? Or not? These cylinders are used to culture the Snatcher's artificial skin. Endostructures are submerged within them. A movie called Possession? I don't think so. I don't think I've heard of it either. It appears that weak ultraviolet rays are being projected from above. Why is that? This is really advanced, way beyond anything we saw at Queen's Hospital. Oh, maybe that's how they're immuning them. They give them, like, that's how they're immuning them from, for ultraviolet rays. Okay. I'll try and keep it in mind, Bats. Thanks. The whole area is protected as a clean room. There is a door at the far end of the room. It's locked, but I should be able to open it from this side. Do that in a second. Power's on. Look at this, Gillian. The data of people to be snatched is all being neatly processed.
So this is where the whole thing begins. The endostructures arrive here from the Kremlin. Then they convert them into copies of their victims. And finally, they head out into the city using the old subway system.
With artificial skin maintenance being handled at Queen's Hospital.
But who's behind all this?
Gillian, look at this. There are some finished snatchers over here.
Shit, I knew it.
Get a load of this. The
Do I know
U.S.
these
president, the prime ministers of Japan, and the U.K.
Of course. For the summit, of course.
Gillian, you're in here too.
Figures. They were looking to snatch every VIP at the summit.
And the last
Damn.
junker, you. It definitely looks like they plan on moving out beyond.
Really? One of their
Kobe.
creators? You're gonna do that,
If they were to
assholes?
snatch every major world leader, they'd practically be able to control the planet. Still, that's odd. With their flawed skin, pulling something off like that would really be difficult.
Chin said they had found the key to developing a perfect artificial skin. Maybe they've already produced it.
No idea. But the number of snatchers here makes it clear that they're up to something new.
Gillian, this is definitely their nest. We should destroy everything.
Not yet. Not until we found Jamie. Metal, how much time do we have left?
The summit should have begun by now.
Oh,
we
shit.
don't have much time. And once our legal privileges are suspended, I won't be able to help. In fact, I'll be forced to restrain you.
Oh no.
I know. If the military wants to avoid nukes and goes for a surgical strike on this facility, what would they likely use?
Probably a phased particle beam from one of the attack satellites.
A phased particle beam, huh? That'll wipe this complex right off the map.
Everything, including the soil, will simply evaporate. The attack will leave just a large crater.
Metal, can you convince them to give me another hour? Even 30 minutes will help.
Understood. I'll try my best.
And I'll try to find and rescue Jamie in that time.
I can't transmit here due to interference from the Snow 9. I'll have to leave the area and then send the message.
All right, do it, Metal.
Gillian, don't forget. 30 minutes. You must get out before then.
Oh shit.
I understand.
Gillian, I'm sorry I couldn't help you better.
Don't worry about it.
No, you
I'll
were
be able to
amazing.
move faster by myself anyway. 30 minutes should be plenty.
You were amazing, Metal Gear. I
Metal.
don't know how I'm gonna do it without
Yes, sir.
you.
Don't forget. 30 minutes.
Oh, I love you, Metal Gear. Now I'm all alone. How am I gonna do it without
30
him?
minutes? Oh, this is gonna be tight. That room's the only place left to check. Let's take a look.
I hope Metal's gonna be alright. I actually love Metal more than I love Jamie in this game, I gotta say. Oh shit! Whoa, whoa, whoa! What's going on here? I wasn't ready for this. Shit, they keep moving! Ah, god damn it! Oh, I was doing pretty well, but first of all, I wasn't ready for that. Again, because I didn't have Metal Gear in his motion detector, and also sometimes it doesn't register, which sucks. But I should be able to do this. Okay, I got this. I got this shit. I got this. These models are way more advanced than anything I've seen so far. Shit, come on! Oh, come on! Ah, fuck! Damn, okay. Okay. Well, I don't know if it's good or bad that it's random every time. It's randomized the enemies. So maybe I'll get lucky, maybe it's just sometimes it's harder than usual. Shit! Damn it! Ah, god damn it. Gotta go fast, Wada. Yeah, exactly. Gotta get good. It's gonna happen, don't worry. I got this. I got this. I'll get this. I'm sweating like a motherfucker. Holy shit. This is some intense shit. Oh shit! Damn it! That's it. If I'm hit once, I'm pretty much fucked because it fucks up my aiming later. And my rate of fire. God damn it. That's a problem. The non-registering and the getting hit once. Because then I can't move and it fucks up my rate of fire and I keep getting hit. So in other words, I can't make a single mistake. Damn it. God damn it. It's also the fact that they move each time. They jump up and down from I need to remember to keep waiting. To wait until they're in their spot and charging. And then shoot. Okay. Sometimes I'm also not sure which one came first and which one I should kill first, because there's like 3 or 4 of them coming together. Ugh. Yeah, I need your energy. Put your arms up. And believe. I need you all to believe. Worst case, this is just gonna be the rest of the stream. That's not so bad, I think. God damn it, that was even worse than get your arms down. It doesn't help. Get your arms back down. You can clap though, maybe if you'll clap, I don't know. Everybody clap if you believe. God damn it. Again, every time you see like the aiming reticle on them and it doesn't and I don't shoot, it's because I'm pressing the button but it's not responding. I wonder if there's something I can do about that. Get good, I guess. God damn it! Oh, I was doing fine until they started coming like 5 at a time or something. And then it's really hard to like keep track of which one I should shoot next. Ugh. I was doing better than last time though. God damn it! Yeah, that's the thing. It's almost impossible to recover, and even when I do that, it's like it's all it's really a lot about luck. It's a lot about how they come and whether I'm gonna be able to shoot or not. I'm not sure if it's a gameplay element or if it's a problem with the emulator. Whether if it doesn't always register my keystrokes. God damn it. Well, I'll just keep trying. Again, I think I'm getting better. I suddenly had the idea in the middle of the run to try and shoot them when they're coming, but I think that's a bad idea. I don't think it'll work. I think I'll just like keep shooting them when they come and try and focus on that. I know it's priority shooting, but I don't know which ones are going to attack and which ones don't. It doesn't... Yeah, but I can't figure out which ones don't shoot, though. Because they're all glowing, right? If you guys can figure out which ones shoot and which ones don't, that'll really be helpful. Oh my god, I did it! Oh, shit!
Ooh, I wasn't ready for that. They almost got me.
Oh, fuck.
Let's open the next door.
That was tough. But I managed to, like, recover, like, once or twice. God damn. Oh, shit. Right now. Yeah, save.
Doesn't
Oh
look
shit.
like there's anything here.
Save stage, you hero. Nice. Wait, what's that? Oh no! I wasn't ready for this! Shit, only their heads are vulnerable too. I'm used to shooting to center mass. Fuck. Fuck, I'm used to shooting to center mass. No, that's a shit expansion. Oh my god, think if I had to like
Doesn't look
restart.
like there's anything here.
Hold on.
Ah!
Ah! Shit. Oh my god. Okay, that was easy.
These guys
That
are
was much
tough.
easier.
Of course, I didn't exactly expect them to welcome me with open arms. Okay, let's try this next door.
Okay, next door. What's gonna be here? Wait, Jamie? Are you alive? What? What's happening?
Jamie, are you
Who's
all
that in
right?
the bed?
Gillian, you came for me.
Are you hurt?
No, they won't lay a finger on me. Not until the new artificial skin is completed anyway.
Artificial skin research? You?
Gillian, I've got my memory back. All of it.
What happened? Tell me, Jamie.
They said they'd kill him. They said they'd kill Harry. They forced me. I had to help them with the skin development.
They already killed
They said
Harry.
I had to help them because the professor was ill. Wasn't getting any better. Gillian, the engineer Harry, he's our son. He's been living on his own now for 50 years.
I got some news for you,
Jamie?
baby.
I'm afraid that Harry's...
There was nothing I could do. They forced me. But I can't do it anymore.
Jamie!
The professor, he just died. He
Who's
was
the
over
professor?
100.
What?
The professor?
He was alive?
What? This old man?
This old man.
Don't you remember? It's Professor Modner. Professor Petrovich Modner.
What? This
Modner?
old man
Random?
is Modner?
He's been confined here for 3 years now, just to develop the Snatcher's artificial skin. Terrible. Doing that to your own father.
Whose father? Jamie, I don't have any idea what you're talking about.
You really can't remember, can you?
No.
Jamie, tell me. Tell me who I am. What were we doing at the Kremlin?
Are you sure you really want me to, Gillian? It's all so awful, but if you must know, I'll tell you. Try to remain calm, okay?
Just in case this is gonna blow our
56
minds.
years ago, you and I were involved in a top-secret Soviet project. It was still during the time of the Cold War. The gulf between East and West was as wide as ever. Everybody was worried about nukes. At that point, the world's armies were at their largest ever. Leaders still believed that a strong military meant a strong nation. There were rumors that there would be an agreement to end the production of nuclear weapons. On the other hand, the major powers like the US began to get involved in a space weapons race. But not the Soviets. The conservative despots in the Kremlin had another, completely different idea for gaining military superiority. A horrible plan, something no one else would think of. At that time, the countries of the communist bloc were facing an economic crisis. Popular movements pushing for democracy were springing up all over. Communism itself was facing extinction. Facing pressure from the reformers, the Kremlin began to panic. And that's when that horrible, childish plan was launched.
And that was the Snatcher project. Replace your enemy's leaders with puppets of your own.
A weapon
Then
to
you
surpass
control
Metal
their
Gear.
governments, their economies, take over a country from the inside out.
That's right, Gillian. And to develop these robots, they assembled some of the most brilliant scientific minds from around the world. Some of them were even brought in against their will. At the crux of that development effort was a group called the Frankenstein Project Team. You and I were members of that team, Gillian. It was a 4-person team led by the late Professor Modner here. The robotics expert was Professor Modner himself. His son, Elijah Modner, handled genetics and microbiology. For
Elijah is
nanobiology and
Hajil.
picobiology, myself. And for behavioral science and psychology, you, Gillian. Early development was carried out at a lab in Novosibirsk.
Why
but
did
was
they agree
later
to do
moved
this,
to a
though?
secret facility under the Kremlin. At the time, the Glasnost and Perestroika movements were gaining momentum, and they rightly feared for the existence of the program if it should become known. But some of the reformers did learn of the project, and they conspired with the US to block it. Gillian, you were a CIA special agent sent by the United States to infiltrate and sabotage the project.
I was CIA?
Yes, and the government knows
Oh.
that. That's why you were assigned to the Junker team.
What? Who am I?
Work on the project continued to go smoothly. But then, on June 6, 1996, there was that accident. A mysterious explosion at the Chernobyl facility spread a bacterial weapon that was under development there into the atmosphere, destroying the country and the project. Gillian, was it you? Did you set off that explosion?
Did he
What?
create?
You
Did
can't
he
be
create
serious.
the
You
catastrophe?
think I caused the catastrophe?
Somehow, during the confusion, Professor Modner and our son Harry managed to get picked up by American agents. But we couldn't get out in time, you and I and Elijah. In a shelter below the Kremlin, we entered a cryogenic sleep. Our plan was to sleep there until the toxic effects of the bacteria were safely passed.
And then 48 years later, 3 years ago, we were discovered by the 17th Special Investigative Force.
Yes, but when they found us, Elijah's pod was already empty.
Elijah Modner? That guy whose picture was in the church? The one that looks like Random?
Is
That's
that-
right, Elijah is alive!
Not
Elijah is
anymore.
here and working on the Snatchers.
Why don't you let me finish
What?
your little story?
Who is this? Who is that? Is he alive?
Who's
What?
there?
It's been a while, hasn't it, Jamie?
Is that random?
Ah, yes. And Gillian.
What? That can't be random.
It's me, Jamie.
Elijah? Is that really you?
Random? No. Not quite.
So you remember me, do you? I am Elijah Modnar, the only son of Professor Petrovich Modnar. I'm afraid I've grown somewhat old and feeble since we last met, however.
Elijah, why are you doing this?
What the
Your
fuck?
father, Professor Modner, he passed away a few minutes ago.
What? My father? My father is dead?
Elijah, what happened to you? The Elijah I knew could never do anything like this.
I've changed, Jamie. These 40 years have changed me.
I can't believe it. What happened to you?
What happened to me? Jamie, do I actually have to explain it to you? Jamie, it's you. Your beauty is the cause of all that has come to pass here.
What? He was in love with her?
57 years ago, I was obsessed. With my research, yes. And with you, Jamie. At the time, I was still young, having just graduated with my genetic engineering degree. My father's connections got me on the team, and there, I met you. You were working as my father's assistant. Your beauty, your smile, I was stricken. I saw something in you that I never felt with women of my own country. You warmed my cold, young heart, Jamie. You opened me up, and I couldn't stop my feelings.
Elijah.
Oh, I was so happy. The political situation was crumbling around us, but Every day was a joy. I gained my father's trust, and with you there watching over me, I was able to work as hard as I ever have on the project. However, my happiness did not last for long. Gillian, it was you. You showed up and all was ruined. You arrived and joined our project team. Far from home, Jamie found comfort in a man from the same land. Your relationship grew quickly, and all I could do was stand by and watch. Jamie and Gillian fell in love, were joined, and even had a child.
Harry.
Even then, my feelings for you only grew stronger. Worried about me, my father tried to have me removed from the project, but I persisted. Jamie, I always wanted to be near you. And then, the democratic movements that had consumed the rest of the Eastern Bloc spread to our country as well. The Cold War was over. The hardliners who had pushed for its development were stripped of power and the project was cancelled. The reformers, trying to cover up the existence of such a crazed project, ordered that all materials related to it be destroyed and that we stand trial for our actions. Jamie and Gillian were to be returned to their homeland. That's about the time that I learned that you, Gillian, that you were a CIA agent, and that you were trying to pass documents on our research to your military. The country had sold us out. I'm no politician. I couldn't care less about what happened to the country. All I cared about was my research and Jamie. And I was to lose all of that, everything. For someone so young, you cannot understand how great of a shock that was.
Elijah.
That is when I decided, I swore I would see that secret crazed project through to the end. At the time, the bioroids were 80% finished. The main part, their endostructure, was essentially completed. But we still were having trouble with the artificial skin, the area that Jamie and I were assigned to. We called it artificial skin, but there was of course no need to duplicate T lymphocytes, Langerhans cells, or endocrine cells. All we needed was keratinized cells and melanocytes to provide the pigment. With the artificial protein development techniques that we had in those days, full-scale synthetic cell development was very difficult. Research like this took months, years. The original project called for us to simultaneously snatch an entire country. In other words, a whole nation, or an entire city, had to be snatched over the course of one night. For that reason, a powerful biological agent, which could quickly and effectively kill the population of the country, was being simultaneously developed.
Oh.
Lucifer Alpha.
That's right. A type RAO11 virus which another team was developing. For someone like myself, who was closely involved in the project, blowing up the lab was quite a simple task.
My God, Elijah, do you know what you're saying? That explosion killed half the world's population.
I moved all the materials and records essential to the Bioroid project into the shelter and executed my plan on June 6th. After sealing off the lab, I brought the two of you with me to the underground shelter and we entered a cryogenic sleep. But not before I programmed an atmospheric research satellite to transmit a wake signal when the danger from Lucifer Alpha had passed.
And 10 years later, Lucifer Alpha naturally mutated into a non-toxic form.
But the automatic revival system failed to work.
Oh no, it worked. Just as planned. It revived me 10 years later. A little sooner than the two of you, of course.
But even though you sealed the lab with the explosion and everything, you should have been exposed. Why weren't you?
Oh, I was. But by that time, the vaccine L Angels had already been developed.
So everything went just as you planned it then?
Yes, up until that point. But my real struggle was yet to come. My original plan was to revive Jamie as well, and for the two of us to finish the development of the bioroids. You, Gillian, you were to stay asleep forever. But I just couldn't bring myself to do it. Not after looking at Jamie's peaceful face there in the pod. Besides, I could never have convinced her to work with me on the project anyway. I knew the time was not yet right, so I changed the timers of your pods to permanent on.
How?
What?
How could you do such a thing?
You didn't want to wake them up because she was sleeping
for the next 40 years, I worked alone in that cold and lonely room under the Kremlin, trying to complete the artificial skin for the Snatchers. For days and days, no one would visit me. I never saw the sun or felt the changing of the seasons. Still, I always had Jamie by my side. You were always there for me to talk to. Just you and I for 40 years in that dark cellar.
Oh, you poor, poor man.
I hope she's being sarcastic.
Then, 3 years ago, my research was finally completed. First, I snatched the Siberian Special Investigative Forces to establish a transport route for the Snatchers. And then, to test the effect of large-scale snatch operations, I chose Neokobe City to be my experimental sample. Neokobe is cut off from the surrounding areas, a sort of miniature country in itself, making it a perfect test site. And since it's a melting pot of various races, it would also allow me to gather extensive data on Snatcher modification and operational techniques. In addition, the element of suspicion or mistrust, which runs deep in Japanese culture, was another reason I chose this site.
But your test revealed a critical flaw in your machine's artificial skin.
Yes, quite unexpected, I'm afraid. All my research for 40 years. I gathered data and worked day and night to find a solution, but nothing seemed to work.
So that's why you decided to bring Professor Modner here, right?
That's correct. I discovered my father in one of the government's hospitals. He was old, but still very sound of mind. Naturally, he would not cooperate with me.
Of course not. He'd never become involved in something like that.
So, unable to receive his assistance, I decided that I had to have yours. But a mistake on my part allowed both you and Gillian to be taken into custody by the authorities first.
Just what are you trying to accomplish, Elijah? You must know you can never get Jamie back.
I'm only interested in discovering what I can of the human animal. In the past, it was because of Jamie. My motive is different now.
It sounds like you're just suffering from the wild arrogance that corrupts so many scientists.
Humans are such weak creatures. No matter how much they trust one another, the tiniest speck of suspicion can destroy it all. Look at how the Snatcher problem has caused such wild unrest. No matter how much science advances or how high we set our ideals, we eventually begin to suspect each other, to hate each other, and then to kill each other. The Snatchers are nothing more than a tool for bringing out this reaction. I am simply using the Snatchers to elicit the true nature of the human animal. I think this experiment has shown me the limits of human society. I sincerely doubt it will be able to reach any greater level of prosperity on its own. If human society ever hopes to reach greater heights, what is needed is an absolute leader, a firm ruler who isn't affected by these trivial episodes of mistrust.
You're crazy if you think people would ever obey Snatchers.
Of course they wouldn't. But if they don't know, they cannot object. There has been a time in every age that the people have longed for a god to lead them. As long as they give the people no reason to suspect them, then they can easily become their gods, indeed, a new race of super beings. We are almost there. Once we perfect the artificial skin, Snatchers will transcend man to become this planet's true human beings.
But you'll never get your perfect skin now. Professor Modner is dead.
I no longer have any use for my father. I have a sample of the new skin he developed. Once I've analyzed it, I'll be able to make as much as I need. Or if need be, we could simply culture the keratinized cells, epithelial cells, and melanocytes in the quantities that we need.
What are you talking about? How could you get a sample of perfected artificial skin?
Why don't you take a look at this?
Oh god, what's that now?
We found this in the rubble of Queen's Hospital.
What? What? What a twist! Random Hajil?
Oh, an acquaintance
Elijah
of yours?
Modwad? Whatever?
He's a snatcher?
That term isn't exactly accurate. This bioroid was constructed by my father without my knowledge. He modeled it after me in my youth. He built it right here in this facility. And not only that, he programmed it to destroy Snatchers. This bioroid caused me serious difficulties. It's designed and built far better than my Snatchers. The machine itself thought it was human. My father input memories for it all the way back to childhood. Those too were apparently mine. Haven't you yet realized? Random Hajil is Elijah Modner spelled backwards.
Yeah, you're not that smart.
How like my father, silly old man. He did virtually overnight what I could not do in 40 years of effort. Furthermore, he makes a bioroid so perfect, even the bioroid itself believes itself to be real. What's more, the cells of the skin he developed are self-replicating. Once in place, no further transplants or culturing is necessary.
Damn, that's
Is he
crazy.
dead?
Hi, Joe.
Its main and
I just got my
locomotive
mind
systems are
blown by
completely
now.
shut down. It's just scrap now. But the artificial skin is being kept alive. This we need. With this, we can move to phase 2 of our plan of full-scale infiltration of the world's major nations.
The summit's already over. You'll never succeed.
What does the summit matter? Nothing holds us back now that we have this perfect skin. We can go anywhere we want, and there will be no way to tell us apart. I will have free control over the world. Nothing will be able to stop me. Politics and free thought will no longer have any meaning. My will alone will decide the course of human history.
You egomaniac.
That still doesn't explain
You
what's up
think
with
you
your
can
legs, dude.
snatch the entire population?
There's a fully automated Snatcher factory under the Kremlin. Even as we speak, scores of new Snatchers are being born.
But no matter how hard you try, you won't be able
with
to
their face?
snatch the people's heart and soul. What do you hope to gain from this anyway?
Jamie, the human race is composed of fools. But I'm different. I will be its savior. Indeed, not just of mankind, but of all life on the planet.
I'm afraid that won't be possible.
Metal Gear.
In
What?
10 minutes, this church will be struck by a phased particle beam.
What are you doing?
From the attack satellite using GPS and 15 navigational satellites, the beam cannot miss. Everything in a 2 to 3 kilometer radius from me will be destroyed.
Stop this foolishness now. I will not have my research destroyed by some souped-up pocket calculator.
Metal, what happened at the summit?
The delegates, worried about the Snatcher menace, voted unanimously to allow the use of nuclear weapons on the city. The military is presently imposing a quarantine on Neo Kobe.
What? Do they intend to kill everybody?
The populace is in a state of panic. However, they have agreed to lift the quarantine if this church is struck by the phased particle beam. This is our last chance. I will handle things here. Gillian, Jamie, you two must flee.
You were so
You
brave!
insignificant mass of metal. You'll never...
One move and I detonate. Gillian, run!
Metal, this is crazy!
We can't let a single Snatcher get out of here. And this new artificial skin has to be destroyed as well.
I will not allow some talking scrap pile to get away with this. If you were the aiming point for the beam, then I'll just have you thrown out of here. Grab this little one and take him out of here.
Oh shit, they're waking up. Wake me up. Oh shit, no! I'll save you! No, Metal!
Metal!
Cowardly little robot.
You always were a real pain in the butt.
What? What?! What is going on?!
What's that?
That was Random's voice! Dude! What?!
How did... You're supposed to be deactivated.
I don't go down that easy, old man.
Saves us a third fucking time!
This foolish...
Shut up! Let's try to make our final moments peaceful, shall we? And you Snatchers, you touch the little guy and the old man's head comes off.
Random!
I've always hated being used. Why don't you watch the final act with me?
Gillian, you only have 5 minutes. The turbo cycle is just outside on standby. Use that to flee.
Let me go. I'm Elijah Modner. I'm your original.
I don't care if I'm an original or a copy or what.
This is crazy.
You and I are gonna die right here. If we both die, there won't be a copy anymore now, will there?
The stupid logic of a simpleton, of a machine.
Whatever it is, it's my will.
Machines have no will. Machines cannot sacrifice themselves.
We'll see about that.
You have 4 minutes. You must go. And don't forget to take care of the factory under the Kremlin.
Stop!
Gillian, even if these memories in my head are fiction,
Yeah, I know what you mean. Our memories of our time together are all too real, Random.
Gillian, you become one hell of a junker.
Gillian, it has been most recreational being your partner.
Oh,
Oh, Metal!
I love you!
If you can, try to pick up the pieces for me, okay? Like we did for Little John.
Little
Oh.
John? Oh! Okay, Metal.
Hurry! You only have 3 minutes.
Thanks! Thanks, you two! Jamie, come on!
Oh, I'm gonna cry.
No!
What is this?
Don't let her go! No!
You pathetic old fool. You don't even know how to love someone.
You stupid machine! What is that idiotic grin supposed to mean?
By snatching you, I'm finally gonna get my real self back.
What? He's gonna snatch him?
There's less than 1 minute to go.
Nothing that was
Thanks to you,
figure
everything
of
will be
speech.
fine.
You don't owe me any thanks. Sorry to get you involved in such a big job. You did great. You're a hell of a junker.
3, 2,
You
1,
are. You
here
were.
it comes!
Later, kid!
Oh god.
Seventh Mechanized Infantry Team has completed boarding. 17th Special Engineering Squad report for boarding immediately.
So you're really going, aren't you?
It's our responsibility, too. Besides, if I go to Moscow, I may get some of my memory back. And if that happens, I'll be able to love you even more than I do now. Wait for me. I want to be with you, but first I've got to destroy this terrible factory of theirs. Jamie, when I get back, let's try living together again. What do you say?
13th Special Operations Squad and all Junker personnel report immediately for departure.
We'll be waiting for you, too.
Katrina! Mika!
Oh,
You're
nice.
here too?
We got a
You
foursome
better be
going
happy,
on.
Buster, with all these beautiful women seeing you off.
I'm happy you came. Let me introduce my wife.
Jamie Seed. I suppose it's a little odd introducing myself a second time, though.
What do you mean? You've never met them before, have you?
What are you talking about, Gillian? We're good friends.
Huh? Since when?
It's the first time I've met her in person, but I've spoken with her on the video phone a lot of times.
What?
Have you guys been talking about me behind my back?
So foursome? Okay. Oh, now I get control back. Wow, that was weird. Anyhow, what I want to say? No, Chua, the Snatcher I met had green hair, not blue hair. Okay, so let's start by looking at everybody, since apparently they're into me now, so I can look at them as much as I want. Really sorry for all the worry I've caused you. By the time I'll return, I'll probably have my memory back. Don't worry, I promise to make you happy. Gillian was trying to bang everybody. Might be a bit lonely for a while, not with these two maybe, but I'll be back soon. Hang in there. Okay. This kid had such a rough time. She lost almost everything practically overnight. I just couldn't stand to leave such a cute kid all by herself. I don't get if this is like legit foursome going on right now, like building up, or is the game, I don't know, I'm not sure. I'm going to memorize every detail of Katrina's lovely face so that I don't forget it. Is it okay that he says it right next to his wife? What's... Gillian, would you stop that? I feel like you're undressing me with your eyes. Yeah, but don't you like that? I'm not sure. I'm not sure what the vibes are right now over here. She's done a really great job. I owe her a lot of thanks. Don't worry, Mika. This is one job I won't mess up. Don't worry, Mika. This is one job. Okay. I guess we'll talk then. Mika? Trying to learn more about you was what got our relationship started. What? Relationship? So are they? What's up, Raptor? Undress me with those eyes, then undress me with those hands. Damn right. Damn straight. Before I knew it, we really became close, didn't we? So, I don't... Relationship has gone beyond just being friends. What's going on? What are the... I can't, like, the vibe... I can't read... Can someone just say? Beyond just friends? That sounds pretty good to me. Oh, don't be stupid, Gillian. You have a warped mind sometimes, you know. What? Bitches be teasing so much. I'll address that in a second, Pama. During the credits. Okay, I'm not... all this teasing, I'm not sure what's going on. I was telling Mika about how lonely it was being home alone all the time. And she told me that Jamie was always worried about me. So I gave her a video phone call. With even Alice gone, I was really lonely. Oh right, her dog died. She had to find out somehow. Katrina. They're both so easy to talk to. It's like I've got two real sisters now. If you're into that, I guess. They're just like family to me now. Again, if that's your fantasy, I can roll with that, I guess. Jamie. I don't care if you get your memory back or not. Why? Because getting your memory back will mean that you'll remember those things about me that you hated. Things that I hated? What are you talking about? Dealing with each other's imperfections is part of what being married is all about, Jamie. Gillian. Don't worry, no memories will change how I feel about you. Thank you, Gillian. It's good to hear you say that.
So have they finalized what they're going to do about Junker operations? I suppose this will end up being our last mission, huh?
Well, originally they were planning on disbanding the team, but now they've decided to keep us in business.
So that means...
That's right. We've been designated as one of the government's special police divisions. That puts us above the regular cops.
Damn,
so
nice.
the government has decided that crime by machines poses a bigger threat than crime by humans from here on out, huh?
They've chosen the new chief, too.
Why are you so happy
so
about
when you
that?
get back, you'll get to meet the new head honcho.
Well, it's comforting to know I've got a place I can come back to.
So what? I'm not sure whether you're implying that Mika is gonna be the chief now, or what. Have a safe trip, Second Lieutenant Seed. I'm a second lieutenant as well. So let's try to work well together when you get back. What? I'm a second lieutenant? How come my rank is even lower than what I had in the army, eh?
Whatever you do, just come home safe, okay?
When you get back from this job, you still have a dinner date to keep with me, you know.
Don't worry. I won't forget my promises to either of you. Oops, almost forgot. Of course, I'll want to spend some private moments with my wife, too, huh? What's wrong, Jamie?
Oh.
Harry and I will be waiting for you to get home.
What?
That's Harry's hat.
We can do it this time, Gillian. Not some fake couple like before.
What do you mean, Harry and I?
But with love and trust.
She doesn't know? Or is she gonna kill herself?
Take care, Gillian.
I'll see you, Jamie.
Wait! Wait for me!
No!
You please!
Aww!
Yes, sir!
He's on a Sega CD!
So this is just a temporary body. Just call me Metal Gear, Sega CD for now.
Oh my god!
Every chip in one piece, eh?
Random protected it from the blast of the beam.
Random, huh? Wait a second.
Who was
I heard
that sneezing?
Sneeze somewhere before.
Oh, it's
Really?
Napoleon.
I didn't hear anything. Anyway, I want to know if you'll take me with you. Please, Gillian, please take me with you.
Kojima,
Hurry
you
up and
fucking
get on
genius.
board, partner.
Yes, sir, Gillian.
Yes! Yes, we got Metal back. He's a fucking Sega CD. I don't know what. And we get a foursome? We get everything here. We get a foursome and a Sega CD. Oh my god.
Throughout history, suspicion has always bred conflict. The real conflict, though, resides in people's hearts. This conflict has just begun.
Remember that, guys. Trust one another. We learned that from The World Ends With You too. Always trust your partner. War never changes. Yeah. Oh my god, what can I say after this? This might be the best game I've ever, Jeremy Blaustein, of course. This might be the best game I've ever played. I don't know. Where's my list of what's next? Okay, so I'll start with that. My requested games poll is, the link is on my Twitch page. You can go in there and request another game or vote for another game. A game very similar to this called Police Knots was added to the poll too. It was also made by Kojima. It's around the same time. It's supposed to be about around the same style. But if this is based off Blade Runner and Terminator, then Police Knots is supposed to be based off the Lethal Weapon series. So it's got like buddy cops kind of thing. Well, Palma, you can also request stuff of your own. Actually, Chua, regarding that, what I'm gonna do, even though right now number one in the poll, first of all, you can still vote. I'm only gonna look. You can vote right now, and oh yeah, I gotta say thank you, gentlemen from Twitch, for giving it to me. I really, really enjoyed this game. Thank you so much for showing it to me, for letting me play it. Really, a lot of things. I think the guys over at SSH, they really enjoyed it too, so you should know about that too. A lot of people really enjoyed it. Even though Day of the Tentacle is on the top now, and it can still get, like, if you can still vote, I'm only gonna check at the end of the stream, which is on the top. But I'm still gonna try and make Devil May Cry work one more time. Not on an emulator, because that didn't work. I'm gonna try the PC version, see if that works with streaming. If my computer can handle that, that's gonna be the next game. If not, then I'm gonna play the one that's the top of the poll. Right now it's the Day of the Tentacle remake by RT. I think he re-voted for that like every week. And now it's it might finally happen. If not now, then probably after Devil May Cry. Oh, a girl did Metal Gear. Lucy Childs or Childs. That's why I treated Metal Gear as my waifu. Anyway, I don't think I can. I don't know if I can think of a game more deserving of like an anime or a remake or something like that more than Snatcher. So that's it. Gonna wait until this ends. I wonder what was that reference. I wonder if Jamie really is pregnant, if that's what it's supposed to imply. When she said me and Harry. It's kind of sad about Harry. They didn't know. Well, a lot of people. It's sad about. It's kind of sad about Random. That's such a fucking badass. Just died, even though he did a lot of good. It's sad about Harry. It's sad about the Chief. Definitely needs a sequel. I don't know about a sequel. Definitely a remake. But you know, when you think about it, this could have been a franchise just as easily as Metal Gear. Even though this one takes itself much less seriously than the Metal Gear series. But still, it's really by, like, it has a lot of stuff in common with the Metal Gear series. I think really easily it could have become a huge franchise too. In a different universe maybe. Oh, that's a nice poster. That's a nice picture. Was that Mika, Jamie, Gibson's girl, I forgot her name suddenly, and Random Hajil. Do whatever seems fun. Well, all of the games seem fun to me, Korn. I really wanted to play DMC for years now, and I was really bummed I couldn't do it with an emulator. Co. Limited. Someone should really petition Kojima Productions to do like a remake for this or something. We should totally do that. We should totally petition this. Anyhow, and also I said I've been playing it for a while. I'm also going to start doing streams like during the middle of the day of just like whatever game I'm playing right now. Just like more casual streams. I think it's going to be fun. Well, do I have to click something? Oh, there we go. That's it. No after credits scene. No achievement for looking at all the credits and not going past them. Well, Joe, it might be on the same timeline. We don't know, because the Metal Gear series hasn't reached like 2046 or something, right? Okay, so I guess that's it. So again, thanks everybody. Had an amazing time on this game, especially with everybody here. Had a great crowd reaction for this, and I really enjoyed it. Thank you again, Jode, for requesting it. I'm gonna let you know. I'm gonna update the schedule with what game I'm gonna stream next. Probably gonna do a short test with Devil May Cry PC version soon to see if I can run it. And what else can I say? I'll be back same time for the rest of the week until next Wednesday. Same time every day. And that's it. I think that's all I got to say. So thank you everybody. It was a bit of a short stream, but no matter. I'll see all of you. I hope to see all of you back here tomorrow. I don't know with what game yet. Just stay tuned to the schedule or hop back tomorrow. So that's it. Had a great time. Thank you everybody again. See you tomorrow. Marco.